What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day to be the owner of some real deal money, some real deal silver. In today's video, I wanted to really focus on 10-ounce silver bars today and talk about why I stack them and why I consider them to be the happy medium and arguably the greatest denomination of silver you could possibly be stacking. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 4 super quick things before we fully dive into the video. Number 1, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Got the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. 2, if you haven't already, try you out some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. 3, if you're not already investing, and you would like to be, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so, and they make it really easy for a new investor to start investing because of how simple it is to navigate on the app. And like I've been saying, I want to help 3 people before the end of the month learn about the stock market and help them kickstart their investment portfolios. I've already helped 2. If you want to be the last one, please reach out. We will link in the description. 4th and finally, if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, whether it be airtight tubes and capsules, anti-tarnish paper, currency sleeves, mini lock boxes, microscopes, the list goes on, any and all stacking supplies and any and all prepping supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. Okay, so in today's video, I want to talk about 10-ounce silver bars and 10-ounce silver bars only. Basically what you can see right here in my hand, along with that one right there, underneath the Britannia, 2 10-ounce silver bars. This one is the Sunshine Minting 3/9 Fine Silver Bar. And that one is the 3/9 Fine Silver Bull Bar, which says, build your wealth in ounces. Troy ounces. So what I like about the 10-ounce silver bar, funny enough, a majority of my stack consists of 1 troy ounce denominations. Still, to this day, 7 years later, 7 years of stacking, I have more silver eagles than any other kind of silver. Any other coin, round, or bar. In fact, if you take all of my non-silver eagle coin rounds and bars, add them all together, I still have more silver eagles than all of them. The silver eagle is the foundation of my stack, and it's going to take me a long time to dethrone the silver eagle. That's how many I have. That's how aggressively I stack them. All of 2018, all of 2019, and the very beginning of 2020. So not only is the Silver Eagle the foundation of my stack, but the second in command would be the Canadian Maple Leaf. Third in command, I believe at this point, is probably the Washington Quarter, or just 90% silver in general. But point being is that most of the silver that I own, 1-ounce denominations. I have some 5-ounce pieces. I have some 2-ounce, 3-ounce pieces. I have some 10-ounce pieces, and I have some fractional pieces. What I found, and what I believe, is that the 10-ounce denomination is when you finally start to notice the premiums getting broken down, because I think it's common knowledge at this point that the larger the denomination, the smaller the premium is going to be. If you get a 100-ounce silver bar, it will be cheaper than getting 100 1-ounce silver bars. The best way I can really describe it, and the way that I've been describing it for the last couple of years at this point, is it's kind of like going to the grocery store and getting yourself a box of cereal, or getting a box of cereal from the wholesale club, which is 3 times bigger than the box at the grocery store. Sure, it's twice as expensive, but you're getting 3 times as much cereal out of it. Grocery store versus the wholesale club, buying things in bulk. That's kind of how I see larger denominations of silver. The bigger you go, the lower the premium is going to be. Now, of course, the bigger you go, comes with something other than bare minimum premiums. It comes with a little bit of inconvenience. A big, giant, enormous block of silver, as nice as that is to own, it might be a little bit difficult to liquidate in the event of a situation where you desperately need some cash. And the good thing about silver is that it's our way of taking care of our money. So in the event of an emergency, our money can take care of us. It's not there for us to sell just because we want to, but it's there for us to sell if we absolutely need to. I sleep very well at night knowing that my silver and my gold is there for me. God forbid I need to part ways with it in the event of an emergency. I don't plan on selling. I hope to God I never have to sell. But guess what? If something pops up, an unexpected, medical situation, car accident, things like that, something that I'm just not prepared for, but life happens type of situation, the silver's there for us. And it's great knowing that I have a physical at-home savings account. However, the silver, bigger you go, lower the premiums. But the bigger you go, the less liquid it could potentially be. And another thing about larger denominations of silver, let's just say all you stack are 100-ounce bars. You do not stack silver unless you have enough cash to get yourself a 100-ounce bar. Now let's just say you have a couple of 100-ounce bars, and that's all the silver that you own. The only silver you own are a handful of 100-ounce silver bars. With the current spot price being about $33 and change right now, that would mean a 100-ounce silver bar would be about $3,300. And let's just say the emergency that pops up, the unexpected expense that presents itself to you in your life is, $500, $600, maybe $700, $800. Sure, your silver's there for you. And yeah, the 100-ounce silver bars, they might not be as liquid as a smaller denomination. You could part ways with it. But do you really want to part ways with a piece of silver worth $3,300 just because you need $500 or $600? Probably not. That's why you want to have different denominations. That's why you want to have different increments. That's why when it comes to cash, you want to have singles, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, and hundreds. You don't want to have just a $100 bill in your pocket. Just like you don't want to have nothing but singles. Singles take up more room. You want to have a mix of silver. You want to have the 1 ounce, the 5 ounce, the 10 ounce. Maybe beyond. Now, a lot of silver above the 10 ounce denomination is, I don't want to say out of reach, but harder for us to reach. The kilo bars are over 30 ounces per bar. 50-ounce silver bars, 100-ounce silver bars are not easy for us to get a hold of. You need thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, an ounce of silver, a silver eagle, a silver buffalo, between $30 and $40 for the most part. What I like about the 10-ounce denomination is it's kind of a happy medium. You're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You're lowering the premiums the same way you would a significantly larger piece of silver, but it's just as liquid as a 1 ounce silver coin rounder bar. It's very easy to work with. It's not convenient to carry, or it's not inconvenient to carry around with you. This thing is smaller than a smartphone. It fits right in your pocket. So it's easy to work with. It's liquid. It's accessible because it doesn't take a tremendous amount of cash to get one of these things. Right now, this thing is, if you can figure out a way to save up not even $400, you can get one of these things. If you can't get one of these things every week, odds are you will probably be able to if you save up for 2 or 3 weeks. It's not going to take a lifetime to save up for one of these things, kind of like how it feels saving up for a 1 ounce gold buffalo coin. $3,300, $3,400, $3,500. Not exactly an easy thing to do. This thing right here, about $350, $360, $370. So the cool thing about the 10-ounce silver bar is that Like I said before, the bigger you go, the lower the premium is going to be. And if you step it up a notch to a 2 ounce, a 3 ounce, a 4 ounce, a 5 ounce piece, it's not really big enough of a piece of silver to really notice a difference in the premiums getting lowered. 10 ounces is when you finally start to notice. 10 ounce denominations is when you actually start to see the difference. Like, oh, I get it now. A 10 ounce silver bar is cheaper than 10 1 ounce silver bars. You don't really see much of a difference comparing a 5 ounce silver bar to 5 1 ounce silver bars. There might be a little bit of a difference, but barely. 10 ounces is when it's actually starting to become noticeable. So a lot of people, when they go with the 10 ounce bars, they stick with the 10 ounce bars. And also, not for nothing, holding on to one of these things, it feels really good in the hand. It feels really nice to hold. By holding on to a 10 ounce silver bar, you're really holding on to something substantial, something special, something of value. Just the weight of the 10 ounce silver bar. It's nice. It really is. If you are stacking silver, see, I tell people all the time, it's not my place to tell people what to do with their money. It's not my place to advise people with their finances because I'm not a financial advisor. I make videos about a hobby of mine. I personally like silver coins, rounds, and bars, gold coins, rounds, and bars. And I have silver and gold coins, rounds, and bars. I like to talk about them. I like to acquire them. I think that they're fun. I think that they're interesting, and it's a cool way of learning about history and different parts of the world. It's a hobby of mine. Obviously, someone who's interested in this hobby doesn't by default make them a financial advisor. So it's not my place to tell people what to do with their cash, what to do with their silver, their gold, their stocks, their anything. However, I will tell people that are not currently stacking silver. Maybe they're on the fence about it. I will tell those people, go and get yourself an ounce of silver. Go get a 1 ounce silver coin. I do tell people that. Go and get one. Hold it in your hand. See how you feel. Now, I say something very similar to the people that are already stacking silver, and maybe all they have are 1 ounce coins, rounds, and bars, maybe some 90% silver. I will tell those people that are already stacking silver, consider getting yourself a 10 ounce silver bar. Just one. I'm not saying just start stacking 10 ounce silver bars from here on out, but if you're already stacking silver as it is, save up a little bit. You were going to get yourself 10 1 ounce silver bars anyway. Consider waiting it out a week or two, save up the cash to get yourself a 10 ounce silver bar. Just one. One and done. You don't have to get any more after that if you don't want to, but see how it makes you feel. Hold on to a 10 ounce silver bar. Just hold it in your hand. The weight of a 10 ounce silver bar. The look of a 10 ounce silver bar. The power of a 10 ounce silver bar. When you hold it in your hand, it's just, you know you're holding on to something substantial, something of real value. You're holding on to something real. You have something real in your hand in a world full of fake. A fake monetary system that we go by. This brings us back to something that's real, something that's true, something that's authentic. And the weight of it, you're really holding on to something there. It's pretty cool. I love 10 ounce silver bars. Something else we can talk about are denominations of silver above 10 ounces. Like I said, 10 ounces is like the happy medium. You're getting kind of the best of both worlds. Not to say that something slightly smaller or something slightly larger has a tremendous amount of downside. I don't think so. I don't think there's a world of a difference between a 10 ounce silver bar and a 20 ounce silver bar. I don't think that, there's pros and cons to everything, and that if you were to go with a 20 ounce silver bar, there are more cons than pros. No, absolutely not. It might be a little bit less liquid than a 10 ounce silver bar. Something else we need to take into account is if the spot price goes up $40, $50, maybe hit a new all-time high, $60, $70. What happens if the spot price of silver goes up to a point where people are not able to fork over the cash for a larger, big block of silver, a 50-ounce, 100-ounce silver bar? You know, a 50 to a 100-ounce silver bar isn't impossible to fathom at this time. Might be a little bit difficult to fathom if the spot price were to go up to something, I don't know, $60 to $100, let's just say. What happens if the spot price of silver went to $140? That 100-ounce silver bar is now worth quite a bit more than it would have been worth at $33 an ounce. Now all of a sudden it's a whole new ballgame, which is why I think denominations on the smaller end, like 10-ounce silver bars, are still going to be easy to work with even at those prices, at those hypothetical prices. Not only that, but you can easily break a 10 troy ounce bar. And I don't mean physically break it in half. I'm talking about breaking a large bill, like a $100 bill. If you have a $100 bill, it's pretty easy to find somebody with two 50s or a couple of 20s, a couple of 10s, a couple of 5s to figure out a way to break it. 10-ounce silver bar, most people out there that are stacking silver probably have at least 10 ounces of silver. Not a lot of people out there have 100 plus troy ounces of silver. Let's just say you wanted to break that 100-ounce silver bar and exchange it for 100 1-ounce silver bars. A lot of people out there, especially now that spot price is up, a lot of people getting started stacking haven't worked their way up to 100 ounces of silver just yet. And the 10-ounce silver bar, being that it's the happy medium, it's still going to be easy to work with, regardless of what the spot price does, regardless of the amount of silver that other people have. It's easy to move around. It's easy to transport. It fits in your pocket. Doesn't weigh an incredible amount. Lower premiums than smaller denominations. And still very liquid. So I personally think that the 10-ounce silver bar is potentially the best way to go. I think the 10-ounce silver bar is arguably the most intelligent way of going about stacking silver. But what you have to figure out is what's most important to you is getting the largest amount of silver possible for the lowest possible dollar amount. If that is your primary objective, if that is your number one priority, then large denominations of silver are the way to go. 10 ounce and up. Probably 20 ounces and up, 50 ounces and up, 100 ounces and up. You can get a big brick of silver. That might be the way to go. There's a downside to the larger denominations, as I explained earlier in the video, and something that I want to do this year. I actually want to get myself a 1 kilo silver bar. Which is funny because when I had first started stacking and when I first picked up my first 5-ounce and 10-ounce silver bar, back then, 2018, 2019, even 2020, I remember saying plenty of times that the 10-ounce denomination is probably the largest I would ever go with. Couldn't see myself going beyond 10 troy ounces. And I said plenty of times that I have no interest in kilo bars. I couldn't see myself getting a kilo bar. I wanted nothing to do with kilo bars. Well, surprise, surprise. My mind has changed over the course of half a decade. I do want to get myself a 1 kilo bar. I can't really see myself stacking kilo bars like regularly, but I do want to get myself a kilo bar, like kind of just to have it. I kind of just want one. And I do want a couple of other 10-ounce silver bars. I've been wanting an RCM bar for the longest time. I want to get myself a Scottsdale bar. Like, there are several 10-ounce silver bars that I do not currently own that I would like to own. But I'm a man on a mission right now. This year in 2025, yeah, I am after a kilo bar. And I am 99% sure I figured out which kilo bar I'm going to be going with. I'm not going to mention it because I'm going to let it be a surprise. Wait until I work my way up to being able to acquire the kilo bar, and I'll show it off in a video. But there are a lot of kilo bars out there, and they are a little bit on the pricey side right now. With the spot price right now being $33, you can get a kilo bar for, I mean, it's over $1,000. That's not the easiest thing in the world to acquire, but it's not completely out of reach. And if you think about it, a kilo bar, I mean, what would that be worth about right now? Close to probably not even $1,100. With a premium included, it's probably going to run you about $1,150-ish, somewhere around there. But keep in mind, that's over 30 troy ounces of silver right there. And if you were to get 30, we'll even round it down. Kilo bars are over 30 ounces, but let's call it 30 ounces. If you were to get 31 ounce silver bars, which carry a higher premium, spot price right now is 33 and change, you're probably not going to be able to get yourself a 1 ounce bar for less than $36. So let's call it $36. That's going to be closer to $10.80, assuming that you get it for a lower premium, but it's probably going to be more. In fact, I actually lowballed that premium right there. Spot price is up right now, 33 and change. And guess what? That's lowballing the premium and lowballing the ounce count. Kilo bars are above 30 ounces. I went with 30 ounces for simple math, and I lowballed the premium, and it's still more. So kilo bars are a good way of breaking down the premiums as well. But you don't have to go that big. You can stick with 10-ounce denominations, and I do personally believe that the 10-ounce denomination is arguably the best way to go. If you don't know where to go, maybe go with a 10-ounce silver bar. I've never had a conversation with anybody that said that they regretted buying a 10-ounce silver bar. I don't see this. I can't imagine a world where a 10-ounce silver bar is regrettable. So if you don't know where to go, if you don't know where to start, consider a 10-ounce silver bar and take it from there. Hold it in your hand. See how it makes you feel. And figure out for yourself what makes the most sense. Continuing to stack these bad boys right here, or going for smaller denominations as well, maybe about 50-50, or maybe you hold it in your hand and you say to yourself, you know what? It's just not enough. I got to go for a 20-ounce silver bar. I got to go for a kilo bar. I got to go for a 50-ounce bar. I got to go for a 100-ounce bar. I mean, I've seen pictures of 400-ounce silver blocks, and it wasn't exactly 400 ounces. It was like 402.63 ounces or something crazy like that. I think that could potentially be the way to go if you are looking specifically for as much physical silver content as you can possibly get your hands on. I think that the kilo bar is a great way to go as well. And it's definitely something that I'm going to be doing hopefully this year. I definitely plan on getting myself a kilo bar. And by the way, the kilo bar, like I said before, it's over 30 ounces. Technically, it's over 32 ounces. It's 32.15 troy ounces of silver. So we'll do the math. 32 let's just say you get 32. Okay, 32.15 times a 1 troy ounce denomination's premium, which is probably $3 over spot, and spot price right now is $33.50-ish, so let's call it $36.50. That brings us to $1,173. Meanwhile, a kilo bar, premium included, isn't even going for that much. We could take $32.15 and we can lower the premium a little bit. Spot price is $33.50. We'll call it, let's call it $34.50. Brings us to $11.09. So like I said, you start to notice the premiums getting broken down a little bit with larger denominations. So that might be something that you want to consider, since a majority of us are stacking 1 ounce silver coins, rounds, and bars. Even if you want to get a larger piece of silver, just a one and done, just to have something above the 1 ounce denomination. Something to consider. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. And what are your thoughts on 10 ounce silver bars? Do you have any? If so, how do you like them? If not, do you plan on getting one? Let me know. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 4 super quick things as we wrap up the video. Number 1, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. We have the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. 2, if you haven't already, try you out some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. 3, if you're not already investing and you would like to, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so. And they make it really easy for a new investor to start investing because of how simple it is to navigate on the app. Remember, I do still plan on taking 3 people before the end of the month and helping them learn about the stock market and helping them kickstart their investment portfolios. I've already helped 2. If you'd like to be the last one, please reach out. Webull link in the description. 4th and finally, if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, whether it be airtight tubes and capsules, anti-tarnish paper, currency sleeves, mini lock boxes, microscopes, the list goes on. Any and all stacking supplies and any and all prepping supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. What are your thoughts on 10 ounce silver bars? Do you have any 10 ounce silver bars? If so, how do you like them? Are they potentially your favorite denomination of silver, kind of like how it is for me? Do you not have any 10 ounce silver bars? Do you plan on getting any in the future? If so, which one do you think you're going to go with? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.